Welcome back to another episode of According to Her.
Yay, we're back.
Today we are introducing a new segment. This is called Stitch and Bitch.
I'm going to be bitching about half the stuff we're making right now.
Yep. Amanda and I are crocheting today, and
Yes.
I'm making a blanket.
I don't know what I'm making yet. I'm debating if I want
I have
to.
a lot going on over there.
Well, I have like 4 projects sitting in front of me, but the yarn is really frustrating me. So
Yeah. A lot of times I find that like I'll stop mid-project and start something else, and then I realize that I never finished a project, and then I just go back and finish that. So I have like 1,000 things at once. Like in my room at home, I have 2 blankets. No, I have 3 blankets that I started that are not finished,
yeah,
and a couple hats that are started and not finished. And then I have so much yarn, and then I look around, I'm like, I need more yarn, and then I go back to the store. So
that was literally us the other day, and we're making cows.
yes, we are trying to make a cow. I have a leg done.
You have a leg up.
That's it. I just have a leg done. And the only thing I can think of is that guy from SpongeBob that's like, my leg. 'Cause that's all I have done.
Yeah. No, that's so valid.
It's a blue and white cow. He's a blueberry cow.
Mine's going to be a...
That was like
mine's almost
chaotic ASMR over there. Oh, don't you dare. No.
I have a ton of crochet hooks and like a little baggie. Got them off the internet. I love the internet, guys.
Yeah. I have like pretty China pattern hooks because I'm a grandmother.
Nothing. I'm bullying Hayden.
I can see that.
Love you. Oh, wow.
That was so cute.
Yeah. So today is our cute little episode of Stitch and Bitch. So, I have something. I have a bone to pick with some fucking
Let's hear it.
game makers. Okay.
Okay.
I've been ready for this shit
What is happening?
since Wayne and I played this.
What is it?
It's the thing I was telling you about. The violence.
Oh
of
my
the
god, is this
game.
the video game you were telling me
Yes.
about? Yeah. Let's share. Share with the class.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I just want to give a head. This is about the game It Takes Two. So if anybody is currently playing that, skip ahead for a little bit. Just because I'm about to spoil something really massive and it's really sad. So if you don't want the spoiler, run away now. I can't. It was really sad, actually. It was.
I'd never heard of this until you told me, and
Well,
you were just saying that it made you cry. And I'm
No,
like,
I
how does a
sobbed.
video game make you cry?
I was sobbing. So for those that are still listening to this and didn't skip ahead, Hayden and I were playing It Takes Two, and we thought it was this like little wholesome game. Like generally, it's very wholesome. Like I love this game.
What is it about?
So it's about a teamwork game kind of thing. And essentially you're 2 parents that are on the brink of divorce that end up turning into your daughter's toys. Like your bodies are still there, but you are like in toys.
It's like Toy Story, but they're getting divorced.
But like with that, it's like it's like Toy Story Divorce Edition. But basically speaking, so now you need to find a way back into your bodies, and it's like you're required to work together, like in order to get past like different challenges and puzzles. Like you have to work together, problem solve together.
Okay.
Like it's a big it's teamwork, and it's supposed to bring the whole family back together. Like that's the goal.
Uh-huh.
I don't actually know the real end result because we haven't made it that far. We're only
you didn't finish because you kept crying.
No, we're at like the beginning of it. We're only like a third of the way done, and I will remain a third of the way done.
You're not going back
until my trauma dies. No.
But what part made you cry?
Oh yeah, I should probably explain that. So you have to kill the daughter's elephant. And
now I'm catching up. Now it's clicking. Now I remember.
You have to kill the daughter's elephant. It's her favorite toy.
Why? That's so.
Because the premise is that she cried on the toys about her parents' divorce. Like, the toys that you're incarnated into are her toys.
But why do you have to kill one of them? I don't get it.
Because her tears put your souls into the toys. So you want to make the daughter cry, to cry on the dolls, to go back into your human body.
But wouldn't you just go into the doll?
What do you mean? No.
Like, if you're saying
it's supposed to, like, reverse it. That's the idea. So, like,
so they killed it so that
Rose would cry, so that they would cry on them, so that they would go back into their bodies.
That's so weird. Just make her, like, stub her toe or, like,
Have you cried at stubbing your toe?
If I've had a bad day and that's the cherry on top, then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
That's real.
Everything is going wrong. And then I stub my toe. I'm like, for fuck's sake. And then I just lose my mind.
Okay, that's real, though.
Yes.
That's actually kind of funny.
Actually, there was one time I actually have. And then I called Megan and I was like, I'm having a horrible day. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, I stubbed my toe. So, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
It's really upsetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
My phone just dropped. Oops. Hold on.
We're a mess today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. It gets worse, though, because she doesn't cry on, like...
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like...
Well, no, we cry, honey. We cry. I was like...
What are you talking about?
No, we cry. But, like,
crying
the dog...
is healthy. Let's
I don't
normalize
remember.
it.
I think she cried because, like, the stuffed animal fucking's dead. Like,
yeah.
You killed it. You launched it off of a, like, cliff, basically.
How did you kill it?
I had to, like, chase it and grab it by the feet and pull it. And, like, things fell on its ear and, like, ripped its ear off.
Oh, my God.
And, like,
And it's, like, crying and begging for life?
Yeah.
That's awful.
And then its leg rips off.
And
because you have to drag it out of something. And I'm like, I look at Hayden and I go, I don't want to play
At least tell me the
anymore.
parents, like, don't get divorced. Like, there's got to be some happy ending for this child.
If the parents still get fucking divorced, I will never play another video game ever again. That will kill all of my faith in humanity right there.
It's so bad.
I feel like that's something I should look up, because otherwise I'm gonna be so depressed if I killed that elephant for nothing.
That's why I just play Mario Kart.
Yeah, no.
It's simple. Like, it's fine. Just play Mario Kart, go on Rainbow Road, do your thing.
I hate Rainbow Road. That's gonna
Kick
make
Amanda
me cry.
with the shell. Do what you gotta do.
Yell at Hayden to get out of
And the road rage hits.
the road rage. Dude, I have road rage in Mario
Kart.
Kart.
Different. That's the only time I get road rage.
I have road rage in real life
I
too.
would love to set up the mini mics in the car to see my road rage.
You don't I feel like it would be more exaggerated because
I have gentle road rage.
We should. You mentioned something funny, but we'll come back to that.
I dropped an Easter egg there, didn't I?
You did. We're gonna get to that later. Stay tuned.
But yeah, so when I'm in the car, I've been told that I talk to drivers like they're dogs. Like, if I'm at a red light and it turns green and they don't go, I'm like, come on, buddy, come on.
Oh, you're so much
Or
nicer than me.
babies or whatever. And then they go, I'm like, good boy. Or like, good
No.
job. I'm like, you did it.
That's probably someone's kink out there, bro.
So that's something I do. Or I will have,
So sorry.
or I'll have like full on road rage. It depends on the mood.
I'm such a bitch if I have road rage.
I think your road rage is funny because I think I've only seen it once.
I don't think you've ever seen me drive.
I don't know if I've seen you drive, but like I've been in the car with you. No, I've been in the car with you, and
But you've been on FaceTime with me while I drive.
yeah, but
So
I've
I'm
also,
safe, Mom. I'm safe. I promise.
No, but I've also like driven, and you're in the car, and then like we're at like a.
That's mild too. Like that's nothing.
Yeah,
I will like. You saw me when I was on FaceTime.
it was funny.
I have so little patience for stupidity on the road. Like, if you can't drive, you shouldn't get your driver's license.
I feel like also it's kind of weird. You get your license like when you're 16, and that's it.
Some
I
states
feel
are
like
18.
That makes sense. I feel like also you should like renew your license like every 5 years. You know how like you have to get a new license like every 5 or 10 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Take the driver's test again. That makes sense because then you prove, hey, I can still drive this car.
That
blah, blah,
DMV
blah.
wait time about to triple.
And then there's better drivers on the road that are regularly being tested to see if they can drive. And then you get your new license when you pass the test again.
That wait time's about to triple.
Yeah. Fun fact. I failed my driver's test the first time.
That's okay.
Should I tell that story?
Of course you should.
Okay. So, little backstory. I am a twin, and
Shout out Brian.
Shout out Brian. I actually wrote my college essay about how I failed my driver's test. And
that's kind of iconic.
it got me into 17 schools, so like
Jesus.
I'd say it is pretty iconic.
How many did you apply to?
17.
Jesus.
It was
That's such a flex, though.
Thank you. So I guess a good thing came out of failing my test. I was playing it safe. During COVID, I couldn't tour the schools. So I applied to a lot of safety schools.
I applied to 6.
I think it might have been, I don't know if it was 17, but it was around there because I remember.
High teens.
Because I remember I had 17 total on the list. I don't think I applied to every single one, but I had 17
Would you give up
listed.
UMass? Like,
no, I didn't apply to UMass. Because it was too big.
That's high school too.
I just didn't want to go to a big school like that. But back to the test. Yeah,
Yes.
I wrote my college essay about this story because I open it up with taking the driver's test and that I fail.
Yep.
And Brian takes the test right after me, passes the test, and I compare that story to growing up as a twin and
Right.
how times I feel like he's exceeding. I'm just watching him succeed in all these, and I basically grew up as a triplet, so it's hard to not compare yourself to your siblings
Right.
at that close in age. So I talk about throughout the essay, it's mostly about me growing up in a group of 3 very close age and then kind of navigating myself in that group. And then at the end of the essay, it closes with me passing the driver's test by myself and how the only person I have to compare myself to is myself.
That's so cute.
So it starts with me taking it with Brian and it ends with me taking it myself and passing it myself.
That's cute.
So I kind of connected to that. But the funny part is how I actually failed the test. I failed a couple different reasons.
A couple?
Yeah, I was also really scared.
Was it your road rage?
No,
No, just kidding.
it was like road anxiety. But yeah, so I actually went first. And so I went in the car, and I think it's partly because if Brian went before me, he could have said, "Oh, they're gonna have you do this. They're gonna have you do this," and that would have calmed me down.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. I went first, and so
Bitches.
yeah,
They knew.
and so I get in the car. They have me do like the hand signals, all the basic stuff, like before
Right.
I actually put the car in drive.
Yeah.
And my mom's in the back seat, and she was allowed to be there, but she obviously can't say anything. So I think she also knew I failed, like in the car. But what happened was,
Wait, your parent could be in the car with you when you tested?
yeah, she was in the back seat though.
Mine could not.
I don't know why they do that, because if they can't say anything, why are they in the car? I guess it's
I
to
have
make you feel more
comfort, yeah.
comfortable.
It would make me more anxious.
It made me more anxious because there's 2 people in the car with me.
Yeah, and like if they can't say anything, you know they're just observing and can't like
and they can't say anything. I don't know what they're thinking. Like,
Right.
You know? So when I had to do the 3-point turn, it turned into like a 5-point turn first of all.
Okay.
Because
But like that's only a few points off.
and it was on a dead end.
Yeah, you're fine.
Like whatever. And so
Why would they make you do yours sounds very thorough.
it was very thorough. And then after that I had to back up 50 feet. That was fine. They had me drive around the block at stop signs, whatever, crosswalks, whatever, that was fine. At one point there was a crosswalk and there was a lady at the crosswalk, and I remember this vividly. She was digging through her purse and it was obvious that she forgot her keys, her wallet, or something.
Right.
And she's in the crosswalk and she waves at me to let me go. I look both ways and I keep going.
That
because
failed
she
you,
was
didn't
not
it?
crossing it. I partly failed for that because I didn't let them walk, even though they waved at me to go. And the big part that made me fail the test was parallel parking. I did it fine,
No way.
but I forgot to put the car in park. It was still in reverse. And then after we were done with that, he's like, "Okay, pull out," and it's still in reverse. So I hit the cone.
Oh,
and,
great. And then you failed.
and then I put it in drive, and then I had to park the car in a parking spot. And he's like, "I cannot give you your license today." And I was like,
I would sob.
I did. I cried in the car. I was holding back tears. I had like a red flushed face, and I was like, "Yep,
Why?
that's fine."
Why is it literally okay?
It's the worst feeling ever when you feel like you have to cry.
And you
You
can't.
have to keep it in.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
went
sure
to the
that-
bathroom,
I'm sure
let
that
it out.
I'm sure that tester has seen many a tears.
Definitely.
There's
And
no way.
Then I get out of the
Hormonal
car.
teenagers.
My mom's staying in the car, and I'm getting out of the car, and she blows me a kiss from the back seat, and
That
she's like,
I'd lose it.
and she mouths the words, "I'm sorry," and then Brian's like running up, his turn, all fucking excited,
No.
and he's like, "How'd it go?" I burst into tears.
Yeah.
And he gives me a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and he goes, "I gotta go." And he
He's like, "I love you, but goodbye."
Yes.
He's like, "Sorry, not losing it."
So then I'm so embarrassed because I go into the DMV and everyone knows I'm crying that I fucking failed my test. Like, why else would I be in tears? So I run to the bathroom, I cry, and then I come back out, and he's like doing the Rocky thing, like, I pass, and I'm like, well,
Well,
cool.
go fuck yourself then, I guess. Like, cool, I'll go fuck myself.
So, yeah, but then and then I scheduled my next driver's test, and it was March 13th. My test was scheduled, and of course the world shut down that day, so it got postponed to June. But during COVID, all I did was drive the car around, practice the test, because I took the tests and I watched YouTube videos. I took the driver's test every day.
You went perfectionist
with my dad,
on that shit.
With my dad, yep. And the church parking lot, because that was empty, the school parking lot, everywhere. Like, I did the highway a couple times, but that kind of freaked me out.
The highway's weird.
I didn't like it because, like, the highway I have near my house, it's stupid. And so then by the time I did take the test, I did pass it.
There you go.
And they're like, "Oh, you did so great on your first try." And I'm like, "Sweetie, this is the second time." But yeah, so now anytime when I'm in the car, if I accidentally hit a pothole or something, I'll be like, "I'm a good driver. Don't worry. I passed my test the second time." I love saying that.
It freaks people out too.
People are like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "That's okay."
But your test is so thorough.
The second time I took it was actually a lot better because the way they did it was you take the test with a person a week before the actual test, a practice test, and they go through the whole thing. And then on the day of the test, there's 2 cars. You go into one car with the same instructor from the week before.
Yeah.
And they're like, and he was so nice. And he's like, "Hi, honey." He's like, "We're going to go through the test today. He's going to go down this road with you. He's going to have you do this." They go through the same test with you to get the nerves out. So you go through it. And then if you fuck something up, they tell you what to fix. And then when that's done and you do it as many times as you need until you feel ready. And then he's like, "I think you're ready." I hop out of the car, hop into the new car with a new guy with the little checklist.
Yep.
And he's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Let's do it." And then they're checking it off as you go. And you've done it a few times, 5 minutes before. And then I passed.
New Hampshire does not do that.
This place in particular was very different. And it was
true.
It was like a private place, I think.
Got it.
And I liked it so much better.
That sounds so much nicer.
Yeah. So then, and it was actually cute. When I passed the driver's test, my mom was in a separate parking lot because this one, she couldn't come with me.
Well, right. Especially post-COVID, the less people, the better.
And it was COVID. They said she had to stay in the car.
Right.
And so I go to the parking lot. And I'm walking all quiet and whatever. And then I show her the picture and I'm jumping up and down and she gets out of the car. And there was someone in the car next to her that was just smiling, watching that happen.
Oh my God, wait, that's so cute.
It was so cute. I added that in the essay too.
As you should.
Yeah, it was cute. So
New Hampshire is just weird. I was so nervous though when I went to go test that I clicked the wrong name and birthday.
Wrong name?
Well, yeah, because I didn't see my name and I didn't know what to click because I was so nervous that my vision was blurry.
Mm.
So I hit the wrong name and they had to reset my, literally couldn't get past matching my name and birthday. So they just had to reset it. And it was fine after that. I didn't miss it. I got all the questions right.
Yeah, that's good.
I finished, you could, they give you 12 questions, I think it was.
Oh, is this for the permit test?
We don't have permits.
You don't?
No. New Hampshire does not have permits.
You just get the license?
Yeah, you can drive at 15 and a half, but
you don't need a permit to start driving a car.
No. I just slapped my birth certificate in the car and the person in the passenger seat has to be 25 or older. And I can drive on the roads legally.
That is
Live
crazy.
free or die.
That is crazy.
Insert the eagle noise.
Oh my God. Is it Eileen who did that noise, the eagle noise last time?
I could do toad.
What?
Wah!
Oh my God. Oh my God, that is Toad. Oh my God, that was so good. Dude, that's a secret talent.
That's my only talent.
Hey, crochet is a talent. We're stitching over here. This is a talent.
Yeah, you're the stitcher. This fucking yarn is gonna go in the garbage.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I have a stick for anybody wondering.
You have a stick in the yarn?
No,
Oh.
like I have a stick made of the yarn.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there was a stick in the yarn. I was like, girl, how the hell did that happen?
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but New Hampshire doesn't have permits.
I think that's crazy. I mean, like,
I
guess
kinda
that
like
makes
it.
sense, but yeah. Mine was easy. It's just like, what does
My-
this mean? And
my
it's a
test
stop
just-
sign. I'm like, I wonder what that
No, I know. My test was really easy, and then both tests were really easy.
Yeah.
But like, also, I took mine on a Saturday
Oh.
because my driving school had like some sort of like deal with the like the state government.
Yeah.
So like we would just pay the overtime bill. Like so we'd pay a flat fee, all of us, to go in. Like so it was only like an extra like 20 something bucks for
Yeah.
everybody because a lot of kids took the deal because it's so much easier. There's no wait times. Like
Yeah.
nobody's there but the kids testing. So
I do think
like,
it would.
it was no, it's okay. It was really easy though.
Yeah.
I went in.
That does.
They
sound
ran my
easier.
paperwork, did my visual test.
Yeah.
I need glasses to drive.
I think it also like takes the pressure off a little bit with
It
that.
made it so much nicer. I was so
Makes
much less.
sense.
I was still really anxious, but like,
There's less to be worried about.
well, right, and it's like also like in New Hampshire, at least when I wasn't sick, when I was 16, like they couldn't process your license the same day.
Mhm.
You had to schedule an appointment to come back and process.
I think I might have had to do that.
Mm-hmm. Like you'd get a slip saying like she's clear to drive.
Yes.
But like you'd have to clear it. Where like so with this, like I got my paper copy the same day.
I think I got mine in the mail. I don't remember actually.
I got my hard copy in the mail.
I got mine in the mail. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was kind of wild. Like all I did, and I had to do it in downtown Nashua, which is really like for New Hampshire that's rough. Because I
Mhm.
could have done it at the town over, because they have a DMV, and then I would have had to go through like Podunk, like literally middle of
I
nowhere.
was just gonna say I'm nodding as if I know where that is. I have no idea where that is.
Podunk is like a term to say middle of nowhere. Like that's not a real place near me.
Oh, I really okay. I thought that was the name of a town. I'm
No,
like, cool.
if I say Podunk, I mean like
Oh.
bumfuck nowhere.
Gotcha. Got it.
Yeah, that's what that means.
I love that.
Yeah. So I was like, no, because they're gonna make me drive through like back roads.
Yeah,
And I
I kinda
would-
liked that though.
But like also all of my driving like school went through downtown Nashua to prepare us for the test because they knew most of the kids were from Nashua, Amherst, like that kind of area.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess it can't hurt, like, doing all that ahead of time. I wish I did more practice on the highway before because I didn't start, like, actively driving on the highway until I was 19 years old.
Jesus,
I was so nervous.
I don't have to. I see they had us parallel park every time.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I never did that on my test.
I haven't parallel parked since my driver's test, the second
It's okay.
one.
I'll parallel park for us.
Well, my car's really small. So even if I did have to, like, I don't have to do the whole process. I just kind of, like, pull right in because
She's small.
it's small.
Mine's short, but tall.
My car is just kind of hard to see sometimes. I think sometimes
She
when
has some blind spots.
I have a hell of blind spots because it's low to the ground. It's small. I think this is partly why I get road rage sometimes on the highway because then I can't see.
I love road raging.
I think we really do need to put the mini mics on us when we're driving around and capture our road rage on camera.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, what are the mini mics?
Good job, Meg.
So Amanda and I invested in the mini microphones that some people probably see on Instagram Reels. Like if you've ever seen videos where people are like, hey, what song you listening to? And they have little mini microphones. We don't know what we're going to do with them yet. So let us know.
I was going to say, if you have suggestions, please let us know. We would love to hear it.
We would love
Because
suggestions.
we're gonna go ham on this.
Yes.
Like we're gonna have some fun.
We're going to bring them around with us. So I think the road rage test could be a good idea.
Dude, no, put me on the mic.
Yes.
Because
That's what we're doing.
I'm not okay, here's the thing. I'm not an aggressive driver. I'm an aggressive road rager.
That's fine.
I will rage at you and be like, you motherfucking bit.
when they're like barely moving when the light just turns green.
I'm not gonna honk at people though. I don't use my horn.
I get scared to honk, so I'll do like a slight little one.
Oh, that's so lame.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to lay on the
although
horn.
in Mass, it is really scary to use your horn.
Yeah.
New Hampshire is also
It's pretty typical with it, I
No.
think. At least where I go to New Hampshire, I get honked at a lot.
Well, that's because it's all mass holes up there.
That's true. It's like a vacation spot.
I was going to say that's where all the secondary homes are.
Yeah, mine's
You're in the lakes region.
It's the lake region. But yeah, well,
that's not real.
That's one thing we should do. Mini mics in the car. But let us know if you have suggestions. But we did use them the other day. We were doing homework and we had the mini mics on. So I wouldn't call it homework rage. I would call it homework chaos because we get distracted very easily.
That makes it fun.
So we don't have much yet, but for now,
here's our clip.
Yeah, you can get high off crystal meth, right?
No shit, Sherlock. It's a drug. What if I have to pee and I forget I have the microphone on?
You know, that was the real goal here, Hayden. Which is, it's a protein that your body needs.
Yeah, we need protein or we're fucked.
Can I fucking help you, Hayden?
Got too much numbers. I don't like numbers.
I don't like numbers. That's why I don't check my bank account.
Me.
It's a noise I make all the time.
I think it's just a girl thing.
It is a girl thing.
Thank you. Page 187 in the second edition. So let's see what that looks like in the first edition. The big O.
So
what is the big O when people say that? Like, what does that mean?
I'm talking about the word orgasm.
Oh.
But,
I have a question.
Answer.
So, would you say, so you have the wild type, that means it occurs in nature. You have 3 that are null. 1 is leaky, 1 is silent, 1 is null. Would you still say that it's haplosufficient?
I can tell you that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
That works. It's not haplosufficient.
In my CIT, we're doing, have you ever heard of the double effect?
No.
So it's where you do something good for you, but it has a bad consequence. You have to find a movie clip of something that shows the double effect and explain which principle it applies and why it's the double effect. So I'm going to do My Sister's Keeper.
Oh, that's cute.
Do you know what the movie's about? It's not very cute.
It's not cute, but it's like, no, but I mean, like, it's a good idea. Aww. We talked about that in my ethics class.
Yeah, medical ethics.
The fact that she sues her parents.
Pop off. What did they say?
I said I have the DOI, which is basically like the URL for research stuff. Right?
I hear DOI and I think driving under the influence, but that's a DUI. I know.
You know, he goes dead on impact, just like Anna.
Can I have a slice of virginity cake?
Yes, dear.
Okay. Yes, dear.
Okay. I need to figure out this. Wait, what did you? Okay, dramatic. Calm down.
Sounded a little orgasmic.
Oh, shut the fuck.
Shut the fuck what? Shut the fuck down.
Okay, Spot.
Yo.
I have the answer because we did this in class. But how the fuck do I type this?
Where the fuck is this book?
Cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so that happened. That's what happens when we do homework together.
That was also the day that that homework assignment that you hear, like, that I was doing in this clip, got a 59. To be fair, it was a reading assignment, and the reading didn't match, like, the questions that I had.
Yeah, I couldn't help you with that much.
I couldn't help myself.
I just think it's funny that when I mentioned that I had to do something and I'm using the example from My Sister's Keeper, that you're like, oh, cute.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, it's like about a sister that's dying and they
I think
had a daughter to save the other, and it's like you're like trying to save a daughter but also infringing upon the rights of the other one.
My favorite one, though, is you can get high off meth, right?
Oh my God.
I meant cough syrup, guys.
No, it's so funny.
Can you okay, no, like, genuine question, though. Can you get high off cough syrup?
I think if you take like 3 bottles of it, probably.
Oh, perfect. Good to know.
Girl, what?
I'm just kidding. That for legal reasons, this is a joke.
Or like, you know, it's like if you take like 2 bottles of NyQuil and all of a sudden you just hear the whole "it's fucking bedtime." That one TikTok sound.
Oh my God, have you seen NyQuil chicken?
What?
Have you? Oh my God, she's never seen a NyQuil chicken.
NyQuil chicken?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Hold on.
No, I have never heard
It's
of
a
this.
meme. Cooking up some NyQuil chicken for dinner.
What, you like dip it in NyQuil?
No,
Like,
you boil it and
what?
there it is.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that?
You guys should all go look up NyQuil
Absolutely
chicken.
not. It looks really gross. Why do people do this? Oh my god, it looks like pickles. It looks like pickles. Why?
That's a weird ass pickle.
Why? I don't like pickles.
Look at that. It's blue chicken.
Why do they do that?
Because they wanted some NyQuil chicken.
That's so bad. No way.
I
Ain't no
mean,
way. I think that's so
tell me you
weird.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I would not eat it. No way.
No, but you wouldn't do it just for for shits and giggles, just to figure out if it was like
no. I feel like I'd be petrified.
terrified.
Petrified, whatever, that it would make me like actually sick.
No, it definitely
It
would.
definitely would.
I already have like the chicken fear of like eating raw chicken.
Oh, that's happened to me here.
That's not hard to like.
I mean, it's happened like before. There was a time I went to a restaurant. I remember this. There was 3 times I had to send it back. One time I cut it open. It was like raw. I genuinely don't remember the name of this place because
Maybe don't call them out.
I don't even remember where it was. It was.
How old were you?
I was young. I think I was like 12 because I remember I had my mom check it because I couldn't tell when it was like cooked well enough.
Right.
And I'm like, Mom, I don't think I can eat this. And she's like, that's fucking raw. So
that shit
that
ain't safe.
shit's raw. So we send it back. We're politely like, oh, I don't think it we're like, oh, it's not cooked well enough. We get it back and it's pink and it's like still undercooked. So we're like, can you just put it back on a little bit? And then we get it back and it's cooked, but it's still a little pink.
That's so stupid.
So I just didn't eat it. I got a side of like fries, and then I think I just ordered mac and cheese, like a kid's side, just to have. And
As
so,
you should.
so I just didn't eat the chicken.
Like there was a time here that I got like mac and cheese, and I was like, oh, I don't really feel like fried chicken right now. Like I just want like some like grilled chicken.
Dude, fried chicken and mac and cheese together sounds really good, low key.
No, it's so good.
I've never had that.
What?
Should I do that once? Like
Yes.
Should I get like chicken tenders at like the?
We can make I have mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
My mouth is watering right now. I'm hungry now. I'm like actually hungry. I didn't really have dinner. I had food earlier.
That when you after on Sunday we will.
Oh my god, yes, we should.
You can maybe sucker Brian into getting some.
That's girl dinner right there.
It's so good. I could eat that shit up.
Sorry about that.
I really like it though. It's so good, but it's also like it's like
in my throat.
it's like tummy ache worthy though.
That reminds me of that like clip of that one podcast with Joey and Frankie, the basement yard. He goes, "I have a fucking horse in my throat."
Did it neigh?
No, he mixed up like when you're feeling like hoarse, like when your throat is hoarse or something.
Or and have a frog
having
in
a
your
frog
throat?
in your throat. So he's like, I have a horse in my throat, and he's
Nay.
like, bro, what?
Is he a horse girl?
I don't know. But I think they're starting to do like live shows now.
I know. I want to go.
I love those
You want to
guys.
go?
Hell yeah, I'll go. There's a lot of things we should go to. I want to go to the next Juice concert. I'm wearing their shirt right now. Juice, if you're listening, I love you.
Hi, Juice.
Come back to Stonehill. We love you. I listen to their songs all the time. For those of you listening who have never heard of them, their name is Juice. They're a band. It is not Juice WRLD. Don't get it confused. They are so good. And they just released a new EP, and I am obsessed with it. And they've come to Stonehill a few times, and every time they're just so good. And I couldn't go to their fucking show because I was on call, like, which is fine. I love my job, but like I just wish I could have gone to the concert. But yeah, so that's something we have to go to, and then I want to go to Boston Calling too. I don't know if they'll be there though.
I want to go to Boston. We're gonna go to Boston Calling. I thought.
I have never been to Boston Calling.
Neither have I.
Eileen has gone. She said it's fun.
Yeah, I know. I saw the photos.
Yeah, I think that was when Juice was there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She did go the way when Juice was there.
Yeah. Should I send this to Juice?
Yeah.
This episode and be like, hey,
Howdy, partners.
howdy partners.
Meg loves you.
I
She
do.
always talks about
it's
you.
like so embarrassing because
No, it's
like,
actually so cute.
no, it's literally because like no one really knows all their music. I feel like people only know 1 or 2 of their songs because they've been here a couple times.
Hayden became a fan of yours at Bossy College.
It's so good. There has not been one song that they put out that I don't like. I feel like
I was
everyone
gonna say that when you play them in the car, they're
It's
really
so
like
good.
that's how you that's my exposure therapy to them.
it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. I feel like everyone has that one artist where there's never been something they put out that you don't like. For me, that's Juice.
Morgan Wallen.
For you, it's Morgan Wallen.
of course, it's Morgan Wallen.
Like, you know, and so
he never misses.
no, they're so good. It's also just like, it's such a cool vibe because one of the guys plays like electric violin.
What?
Yeah, so it's like a rock band, but there's violin.
Oh, that's iconic.
And like you wouldn't think like, oh, how does that go together? Like, but it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so cool, and they're all so talented, and the songs are really catchy. It's really cool.
They're really good.
Yeah.
No, they are really good.
No, I love it
Juice,
so much.
If
They
you're
should come on the
listening,
podcast.
They should.
Dude,
Mini Mike.
Mini Mike. Oh my
Juice,
God.
if you're listening, you should come on the mini Mike episode.
Honestly, or like we could Skype with them on the TV.
Either that or they just come back.
Or they just come back to Stonehill and we can interview them.
I say they should. If you're listening, come back.
Should
We
I
love you.
honestly, what if we like for the title of this episode it can be like Stitch and Bitch, driver's test, whatever, and Juice, and I can send it to them and be like, hey, give this a listen.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Do you think they'd listen to it?
Yeah. Coming from you, yes, they love you.
I don't know. They did recognize me when they came back.
They answer your DMs.
They do, but also I think it's because like they're
Maybe they have a social media manager that knows to
that's what I
respond to
was
you.
thinking, but like you never know. You never
We'll find
know.
out. If you guys are listening, Meg loves you.
I do. I really do. But
She's like, if there are no more
I can't keep
fans.
fangirling this whole time, but yeah. No, Eileen and I, when we first started rooming together, we made a deal. I was going to listen to country music, like Morgan Wallen and whatever you guys listen to because you listen to country more than I do.
You're going to get converted.
And she was going to listen to Juice.
oh, that's
and
cute. She
so
likes
we-
Juice now.
She does, but I also don't really like country, but I do have a country playlist now.
Oh, don't worry. I'll fix that.
Yeah, I listened. I have to be
It's like that
in
I
the
can
mood.
change him.
Honestly,
No, just kidding.
it has to be like I can really only like vibe with country when it's like summertime and it's like I'm at the beach, like you know that
Only
vibe.
some of them fit that vibe, though.
Some of them do that are
Blake
like
Shelton does not.
I don't know. It really honestly depends what I'm in the mood for, but sometimes it pops up in my TikTok feed of like new music and whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not
Some
bad.
of
And I'll
them are
like
good.
save the sound on
Yeah.
TikTok and then like go back and listen to it. But
Yeah,
I've never been a huge country fan,
that's okay.
so I don't know.
Eileen and I are.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eileen.
Oh my God.
So, as you may have heard, Eileen is not in the studio with us today, and
I
likely
know.
won't be for the next few months as she is
She's studying
away.
abroad.
She's studying abroad in
She's-
Europe.
This girl is
Um,
having the time of her life in Ireland.
I swear.
Dude, traveling around Europe in your 20s
With your
off.
boyfriend too.
Dude. Yeah.
Win.
And you're just meeting people from all over the country who are also studying abroad.
I know.
That's like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
But we
obsessed
do
with that.
have
We do have
a little segment from her.
Come on,
she-
Eileen. Where is she?
Yeah, come on, Eileen. That's the title. The segment is the Eileen Minute.
Mhm.
And we're gonna, she wanted to just give a few words, and so now every week you will hear a little Eileen Minute. Well, it's 5 minutes this week, but
Like a little
this is her
update.
little segment, her little snippet of kind of what's going on as she's abroad and giving us the tea.
So yeah,
So
here's
here she
Eileen.
is.
Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast episode. This time, I am overseas. I am in Ireland right now doing my study abroad, as you guys have heard on past episodes. And I just wanted to quickly come on here and kind of share my experience with how study abroad has been going so far. So here in Ireland, it's so far been very chill. The flight here was really easy. It was about 5.5, 6 hours. And the plane that I took, or the airline that I went with, they were very nice to me and my boyfriend. We both went over together, obviously. They were very pleasant. We got fed, it was like nice and relaxing. And we could also like watch movies and stuff, which was really, really great. So that was a very nice experience. It was hard to sleep a little bit, but, it was not too bad. So yeah, but being here, we've had, ever since we got here on Sunday, we have been able to just like kind of chill. We've had orientation events, very chill orientation events, though. It's not really like, it's not the way that our school does it, back in Massachusetts, but like it's very informational, and they kind of just tell you a lot about what you can do here at the school, that we're at. I don't want to give it away or anything, but they're just like, oh, you can go to this place, you can do this here, whatever, all that stuff. But they're not like, we're not doing a lot of like bonding activities the way an orientation would be back at our school. Like Megan knows, because Megan has been and is an orientation leader, so she knows what I'm talking about in terms of like the different activities, like icebreakers and activities and trying to get to know each other and stuff. We don't really do that here as much, but that's okay, because it's like we're juniors at this point, so it's like it's a little different, I feel like. But so yeah, there's just been a lot of like downtime. I've been able to go to the gym more. And I'm sure like with classes, I'll probably be a little bit more tired and won't really want to go to the gym as much, because we have this whole week to kind of just get adjusted, get moved in, buy groceries, because it's very different here. The dining hall is not really as popular as it would be at our school. So you kind of have to fend for yourself a little bit. You have to like kind of grow up a little bit more and, become more of an adult. And you just have to get out there and like go to the store and just buy things that you would need to buy for every week, So that part has been kind of challenging for me, but I've been getting used to it. And obviously my boyfriend's very good about like being responsible. So he's also been kind of teaching me about how I can be more responsible and, more adultish, which is not always fun, but you got to grow up sometimes. So it's like, this is good practice for when I'm an actual adult someday. We love adulting, but yeah, so far it's been really fun. I went to a bar on Monday, and it was so cool, like getting a drink and stuff, because like I'm not technically legal yet, but here I am. So that's like something that's great. But yeah, so, you can do things like that. You can go out to a bar on any given night. It may not always be crowded because, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, it's probably not going to be super busy, but on like a Friday or Saturday, or even a Thursday, maybe, I have yet to find out, it looks like it's a lot more crowded and fun, and you'll just see a lot of people show up. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. I have yet to experience that because I haven't yet. I haven't been here a whole week, but yeah, so that's kind of my update. I miss everyone back at home so much. I miss Meg and Amanda and Hayden so much. According to her podcast, my people. I miss all of you guys so much. I miss the recording studio. I do miss, our school. I forget if we said that we were saying our school or not. Stonehill. I'm sure Hayden can edit this out if he needs to. But I do miss home very much. I am a little homesick, but I'm also really trying to just fully enjoy where I am right now, what I'm doing, because obviously it's going to be over in the blink of an eye, so I'm trying to just enjoy every day here as hard as it can be. But yeah, so that is my update, and I will hope to be back, giving my 2 cents about where I'm at in another episode. But yeah, I'm happy that I could update you guys on my journey that has yet to come, because this is only the beginning. And yeah, that's really it. That's all I got for you guys. So yeah, bye.
And that was Miss Eileen's little segment.
I miss her.
I miss her a lot.
I called her today, but like I keep forgetting that there's an actual time difference, and it was like 5
She's
o'clock.
not on
It's
New
like,
England time.
It's like 5 hours ahead. Is it 5 or 6
Yeah,
hours?
it's 5.
Yeah. So I called her and it's 10 o'clock, and she's like in a pub restaurant thing, like running around and trying to like, get situated. And I'm just like, and she's like,
This girl. Oh,
she's
it's
like,
Thursday.
how are you? And I'm like, I can let you go. And she's like, can I call you later? And I'm like, oh, we're going to be filming. And
when is later for her? Like,
I'm like,
let's be
honestly,
so
and I'm
real.
like, girl, when I'm free, you're going to be sleeping. So
I hope you're getting some good snoozes.
dude, I know. I miss traveling. I've never traveled. I only went to Maui once, but like I loved being on the plane. And
I've only
she
been
said the
on
plane ride was only 6 hours. Like
so
that's not,
5 or 6 hours.
like, that's not bad.
I've only been okay.
It was probably 5 hours like in the air, but like 6 hours like in her seat.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
with taxiing and everything.
Dude,
I have never actually. Okay, fun fact: I've only been on a plane trip once.
that was
and
me.
It was only to Florida.
Disney.
No, I just see my grandma.
Oh.
She's not on the Disney side. You
Either are, you aren't.
you either like Disney or you hate Disney. It was supposed to be a test flight.
What do you mean?
So it was supposed to because I had never flown before 2019. Ever. Like, I had never been really past, like, Maryland.
That was me. I only went on a plane once, and I was like 3, so I didn't have any flight experience before going to Hawaii.
Right. Like, I've never been off the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to go to Spain for a week with my school in high school.
Yeah.
And
Womp womp.
it got womp-womped real bad. Like,
the womp was womped.
it literally was, like, the borders would have closed 2 days into my trip.
Oh, right. I forgot the borders closed.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have gone home. And they were closed for, like, months. Like, I wouldn't have gone home.
I remember seeing some TikToks, I think, of some students that
got stuck because they
were
couldn't
stuck
leave.
there. Yeah.
Because they were saying, evacuate now or you're getting trapped.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so I'm really glad they canceled it. But, like my mom was already going to say, don't go.
Yeah.
Like, we were already canceling ourselves, which a lot of kids were. But I was like, oh, like, I have a passport and I've never used it because I was supposed to go.
That was like me. I had a passport, but it was from when I was like 12 years old, so we had to update it. And so it's actually kind of funny.
Did you get a passport to go to Hawaii?
We did. We updated. We had to update our passports, but we actually didn't need it because it's
a United
States. But we didn't know like if they would need it because also initially we didn't know we were going to Hawaii. We were thinking like we could go to the Bahamas or something else.
Got it.
We weren't sure, so my mom was like, either way, let's update the passports because we're in our 20s and we haven't updated our passport in like 10 years. And so the funniest part was the one appointment we could get was after a funeral.
Oh, great.
So like, you know, I'm like wearing like my mother's blouse, something I would not wear. So now my passport picture is me dressed like a teacher.
It's okay. Well, you're going to be one.
I know. I got to practice. But
it's
also,
fitting.
It's just like funny. Not funny, but like, it's just
no,
like,
it's funny.
After that day, it's like, you know, it's just such a bad day. You can see it in my face. Like, and it's just like, that's my passport. Like that.
Poor Bean.
That just represents how that year went. But
yeah,
and we didn't even end up using the passports. But it is good that like we updated it.
Well, especially if you don't have real ID either, like you need a passport. Because like I mean, eventually, because you're gonna need it until you're gonna need it in 2025 to fly domestically anyway.
Yeah, and so. Like Eileen said her flight was like 5 hours, which is still a long time. But sometimes that's like, I don't know how. It's
kind of like the elite length of like
it's
a long
good
flight.
Length. Once you start to get really sick of it, you're done.
Yep.
So that's kind of nice.
Although I'm impatient. I'd be sick of it half hour in.
I took a flight it was a direct flight from Boston to Honolulu. It was 11 and a half hours in the air.
I forgot they can do that now.
Yep. It was direct flight. I'm in my plane seat for like 12 hours straight.
Yeah,
because of
that's a hell no.
Yeah. And so it was actually better than splitting it on the way back, I think, because the
splitting it is just such a pain.
Such a pain because there's layovers. Took forever.
Delays on the other side too, and then also like what happens if they lose your luggage?
Exactly. And so flying there wasn't bad. Also, it's because like I was so fucking excited. I'm like, I'm going to Hawaii. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then on the way back, you're like,
and then on the way back, it's like, oh my god. It's like because you know you're just going home. And so we did Boston to Honolulu, and then Honolulu to Maui, and then we did Maui to San Fran to Boston, and that was worse. And it took longer.
I low-key want to go to California though.
I've been there. I've been to the airport. I've been to San Francisco.
Holy shit, she's been to California.
I have. I think my dad bought a bumper sticker. Now it's on our fridge. So
no way.
Yeah.
A bumpy sticky.
If I really wanted to be like, oh, I want to travel all 50 states, I could check off like a few from like.
No, but don't count the airport drops. Those don't count.
I know, but like logistically, it does count.
What, you sat in the airport and looked out the window at the planes?
But I was in California.
Barely.
It counts. I'm in like that's like us sitting in a studio. It's like you're not in Boston. It's like we are kind of.
This ain't Boston.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. But
that's like people saying I'm from Boston when they're from a suburb 30 minutes away.
Not to call me out like that.
You say you're from Boston?
South of Boston. Yeah.
Okay, that's different than saying I'm from Boston.
I guess, but like, let's say I'm like,
Plus, also, like, if someone, like, because you told me the story from being in Hawaii, someone from Seattle.
someone from fucking Seattle was like, I'm getting my nails done. I'm at the pedicure thing. And this other woman is next to me and we're just chit chatting because she's also a tourist. And
Well, right.
she's like, oh, like we're from Seattle. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm from Boston. And she's like, I could tell. I'm like, I don't have a Boston accent.
No, you don't.
My dad does. I
Yeah.
don't think I do.
I think it's our vocab because we say, like, wicked.
I do say wicked.
Yeah,
I do.
I say it
I
a
think
lot.
I might have said it about the plane. I was like, oh, the flight was wicked long. It was 11 hours. Like something like that.
That's,
Maybe.
yeah, that's New
She
England.
probably picked up and goes, oh, she's from Boston.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
But,
not
like,
that I'm a
if-
Southie, but that I'm from Boston.
Well, right. But, like, the thing is like, if people don't, like, if they aren't from it, like, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm from, like, you know, a town, like, 30, 40
they're
minutes
not
away.
gonna
Like,
know.
no.
So that's why I said I'm from Boston. So
Well,
it's
right.
like,
That's an acceptable answer.
Thank you.
Me approving your speak as if you need somebody to approve. Like,
I don't need anyone's approval.
she's an independent woman who don't need no approval.
1111 right there. It's a sign.
Make a wish.
I can't say it out loud.
That won't come true.
It's true. I gotta think. What do I want to wish for?
I have some good ideas.
I'm just gonna stitch away.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
On that note,
On that note.
thank you for listening to our Stitch and Bitch.
Yes, this was a successful segment. We did like 3 new segments in this one episode.
I know.
Stitch and Bitch, which, you know, I guess we didn't really talk about crochet that much, but it's just us crocheting in the studio. The homework
Back to you in the studio.
thing and the Eileen Minute.
I know. Well, the Eileen Minute was going to have to happen because
Yes,
bitch went abroad.
absolutely.
Anyway,
Anywho,
we miss you, Eileen.
we do miss you.
And on that note, we'll see y'all next week.
Chupacabra.